Hi, and welcome to my Tuesday evening live card making tutorial. I'm Shelley Godby, and for 22 years, I've been teaching you how to create hand stamped smiles through my Stamping Smiles blog, YouTube videos, and my mailing list. So excited to have you here, and we're going to do a gorgeous New Year's card. And all right, Miss Cheryl has already checked in. Oh, so glad to have you here. Thank you. Okay, so how about we go ahead and get started? And let me show you what we're working with here. The Light the Sky bundle. I am just crazy about this, but then fireworks, it's always an ooh and ah. And I don't know if you can hear that, a lot of sirens. And every time I hear sirens, I start praying because for them to get there safely and to get there for whoever needs them. And whew, so if you hear the sirens, that's what's going on outside my window. Wow. And anyway, so this Light the Sky bundle, this is from the September through December 2023 Stampin' Up! Mini catalog. And you know what? This is carrying over the stamp set and the dies, but not the bundle discount. So you can get that bundle discount only through January 3rd, 2024. And, you know, the savings really add up, and you're going to want both. Okay, so excited. You know what I'm going to do tonight? I'm going to do some embossing, you know, with the heat gun. Haven't done that in a long time. Oh, Miss Roxanne is checking in. Hello. Oh, and thank you. Because I'm going to do something new tonight from all the comments. That's what we have here. So we are going to do some die cutting. I usually start there, but I thought, no, we'll start with some embossing tonight instead. Okay, and oh, right here, I have some Night of Navy cardstock, and the Light the Sky comes with. Okay, there we go. I can't pick stuff up that's hitting the light just wrong. It comes with a New Year's greeting, and I did use that on another card I can show you. So I used it on this one. But for this, let's get back to where we were. Okay, wow, that light is not working tonight, is it? Okay, I don't know what's different. I mean, nothing's different. Okay, that seems to settle down. I'm going to use the Throughout the Year stamp set because this Cheers to the New Year will fit better into a circle. And oh, Miss Cheryl, checking in from Georgia. And Susan, yes, she loves this stamp set. It's fantastic. Oh, and another Susan, fantastic. This is so much fun. Okay, and so actually what I fell in love with one of the samples in the mini catalog, and it was on the page with this stamp set, so you may have missed it. But then I decided to change it up and do Night of Navy. So I've got some Night of Navy cardstock, and we're going to emboss. So I have here the Embossing Additions Toolkit. This is fabulous. And it comes with an embossing buddy. And what you do with this, the whole reason you use an embossing buddy, because before we had an embossing buddy, we would sprinkle on our embossing powder, and we'd have to take a little paintbrush and try to get it off. Then you'd hit the image because the oil sticks to the wet ink, the Versamark, but it also sticks to, what if I come in a little bit closer? Would that help with that lighting? I don't know. But it sticks to the oil in our hands. Ah, Miss Marcia's here. And so this eliminates that. So you just rub this over it. And so now it's going to eliminate most, if not all of it. And so I've got my Versamark ink. This is a pigment ink. It stays wet for a nice long time, which is great for embossing. So my Cheers to the New Year. Ink this up and come over here, and I need to leave enough room. I like to have something to hang on to because we will punch this out. Stamp. And there we go. And you can see that. It does a shade or two darker than your cardstock. But we want to emboss. And so I've got this handy dandy tray. Here we go. And then the gold from the Gold Metallics embossing powder. So you get all three, silver, gold, and copper, I believe. We'll sprinkle this on. And get it over the whole image. And this is why I'm a stamper. When it's stuck to it, it just amazed me. Okay, so when you have this tray, really a nice setup. And you can do beads in here too. But now I can just funnel and brush the embossing powder back in. So the embossing powder I'm using isn't one of the set of the three, because embossing powder lasts a long, long, long time. And Miss Jane says she loves the stamp set. Oh my goodness, I really do. I'm glad it's carrying over, because I also did a 4th of July card. In here also are tweezers in case your fingers were going to get too close, because we've all burned them. And what's so cool about them, they're metal, so they're sturdy, but the end is plastic so that heat won't radiate up. I don't need them for this one. I've got a big enough piece. And then my heat tool. Fabulous, fabulous heat tool. For anyone who's new to it, they'll ask, can you use a hairdryer? No. 2 reasons. One, it would blow the powder off, but it frankly just doesn't get hot enough. This gets really hot. And we have this plastic around the tip, so you aren't going to burn yourself. Or if you let it hit the floor, the carpet, Miss Adelaide from Germany. All right. And it has 2 settings. The first one, and it's quieter than most, that's for drying some ink. And then we have the second that is even hotter. Okay. So, and when I was brand new to it, I just picked up one at the local store, and I went to a friend's house, met a new friend when we moved to a job, and she had the Stampin' Up! One. And I couldn't believe how fast it was. I went home and I said to my husband, I said, how could that be? He says, Shelley, it's just a better tool. So I got the Stampin' Up! One. All right, so let's do this. And a lot of people, and it's just real natural, they wave it, but I like to just hold it still until it starts melting. And it just takes a little bit to get it going, and then once it does, it just goes crazy. So it's heating up the cardstock. There we go. See that? That's the magic. Oh my goodness. And so once you see that it's melted, you stop, because you can overheat it. There we go. And turn it in the light. And if you see any powder still, I've gone back a couple days later. You can go back and finish it. The powder's still there as long as you haven't knocked it off. You can go and finish that with the heat tool. All right, we set that aside. And so, oh, Miss Joyce is here too, and Miss Ruth from Texas is Miss Ruth. This is the decorative circle punch. Isn't that cool? And so it's a circle, but there's some decoration to it, hence the name. As I was using the heat tool, one craft show I did, it was so cold where I was sitting, I kept putting it on my feet. Okay, that got a little warped, so let's come in from this. Come in, there we go. And so if your cardstock gets warped when you heat it, oh my goodness, those sirens. Wow, thinking a really bad fire. You can heat the other side, and that'll help unwarp it. Okay, so I'm centering that in there. It's so weird that I'm doing it upside down. Let's see how well I did. Oh, that's still centered really well, so fantastic. So out of this piece, I could then flip it around and then do another one. Because a lot of times we do more than one. Oh, Miss Pat is here. Oh, I'm so glad you were able to join us. Okay, so this will go on our elegant card, but we're not done with it. So what I'm going to do is I have some Stampin' Seal Plus here, and it's meant for heavier things. And so my ribbon, I'll put that along the back, and I'll feel more confident with this, and that's easier for me than to try to do mini glue dots. And since I'm doing the Night of Navy, let's see, Miss Cheryl, I have the original heat gun for 35 years. Oh my goodness. Oh, time for a new one. You'll really like this. I like that tip on there, and I like the 2 settings. I don't believe the original one had 2 settings, talking about the heat tool. Look at this gorgeous ribbon, the Night in Navy and Gold Glitter ribbon from the holiday mini. Oh, so, so pretty. So we will just weave this back and forth. Oh, I don't know if I finished the thought. Yeah, at that craft show, it was so doggone cold. I kept turning on my heat tool and putting it close to my feet. Like, whew. There we go. Let's see how it looks. Oh, that looks really sharp. And we'll cut this off at an angle with our scissors. And we are all set then to add that to our card. Isn't that pretty? That gold? Oh, love all the gold. Okay, so now we're ready to die cut. And I've got my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine right here. There we go. And I don't think I can go out any further, but I don't think I need to. I can only come in. Oh, maybe, yeah, came out a little bit further, huh? All right, and then we need our cutting plates. And so we need to build to the appropriate thickness. We'll start with plate number 1. And then because we're using thin metal dies, we need a plate number 2. And something to cut into, plate number 3, a cutting plate. And then this, oh my goodness, is what makes this card so fabulous. Oh, the name just escaped me, and I know what it is too. Yep, I thought it was. Okay, more Dazzle 6x6. That is some serious dazzle. They have gold and champagne. Let me show you the champagne as well. Wow, huh? I mean, that sparkle is just fabulous. Okay, so we're not going to die cut that. I'm just showing it off because that's the magic of the card. But we will die cut our Night of Navy cardstock for all that gorgeousness to show through. And so I have my Light the Sky dies. We're going to use this largest one. We're going to go off the top, and it goes off the sides a little bit. And then the second largest, and that's going off the edge. And then the small one, and there we go. And so then we need, okay, let's see, beautiful ribbon. It is beautiful ribbon and pretty good paper. Yeah, absolutely. It looks great. And gold. Yeah, the gold is, okay, so anyway, we're going to place this on top. I didn't need to use any adhesive to secure that because I didn't scoot it on. And we'll just crank that through, and love my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. You know, these are really intricate dies, and I don't need a special plate or anything, or have to run it through a couple times. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Okay, so you can just imagine already the gold coming through, right? Let me put all this aside. And if you have any questions, be sure to ask. Oh, you know, and talking about the, I want to grab this die. Okay. You know, the Holiday Mini, or technically the September through December 2023 Stampin' Up! Mini Catalog. That is such a mouthful. Right now we have products that are available only while supplies last. And some of them are discounted up to 60% off. And today, a bunch of products from the annual catalog mostly hit the clearance rack. And so all that is happening in my online store, www.shopwithshelly.com. Look how good that did. I thought, you know, I would need, which is a nice, this brush tip for the Take Your Pick tool. They're just popping right out. We definitely want all of those out of there. And I like to turn it over and make sure something didn't cling to the back and then come through. Okay. So now when we take this more dazzle, oh, gracious, is that gorgeous or what? And at the end, I'm going to show you the white card. Okay, the one that I was modeling this after, so we'll be able to compare. Now, I cut my more dazzle paper a little bit, not a lot, because I'm going edge to edge. I mean, my die went off the edge, but if I cut it perfectly, which is really hard to do, I didn't want any gold showing. That would take away from the magic of this. So now we've got a rough surface. This isn't something I would want to use Stampin' Seal with, but what worked really well for me was the multi-purpose liquid glue. And it allowed me to just go so easily. There we go. This is a new one. In between those lines, those cuts in there. There we go. And let's find something to talk about to allow this to dry for just a little bit before I try putting it on. So I told you about the festive tags, that they're available. Oh, Miss Cheryl got to get this bundle. Yes, yes, you really do. Oh, I know what I'll do. I'll show you this other card because my 4th of July one turned out really pretty too. The same card I'll show you in just a second. Just changing up the colors. Okay, so let's just give that a little bit so I'm not squirting glue all over. And here's the card I made with it. Now, I'm not using the stamp set tonight, the Light the Sky stamp set, but look how pretty this is. And so here are the dies that we just used, but then the stamps. And my girlfriend said, because I stamped those in the white, and I can put a link to this under the video to this card. But what she thought the fireworks that were stamped in the white look like, she said they look like when they're starting to dissipate. And I thought, oh, that's so cool, because they don't do them all at one time. They're all in different stages. So pretty cool, huh? Okay, so let's come back to, here we go. That's helped some already. It's already over there trying to dry a little bit. And so we'll put this on here. And wow, and so that just works that little bit smaller. Got a little bit of glue, but not bad. I didn't get any onto the front. I want to make sure I press everywhere. Excuse me as I... Okay, and then because I want to keep it nice and dark, I'm putting it on a base of Night of Navy. That other card I did, that was on the Starry Sky. All right, and so somewhere here I have my favorite adhesive ever, the Stampin' Dimensionals, these foam adhesive dots. I'm going to add a lot to this just by giving it a lift off of there, makes it extra special. This bundle, okay, Miss Adelaide says, I hope I'm saying that right. This bundle is really beautiful, just bought some Night of Navy. Ah, cool. Night of Navy is a gorgeous color. I also used it for my Christmas cards this year, which, how are you all doing with your Christmas cards? I have really good ambitions not to be doing them last minute. I'm going to do that. I don't know if you saw my Night Divine card. I think so. I needed a whole lot of Night of Navy cardstock for that. Okay, so this will go on here. Gorgeous, gorgeous. And so then remember, we already stamped this. So you need something on here, mini glue dot something. Why not give it some dimension? Back with our Stampin' Dimensionals. Wow, this set that I have, the backings are coming off so easily. I've just never had a set like that before. There we go. And so elegant. The one they did in the catalog, they stamped this, well, they did it in white, but in color, and I just love keeping all of the gold together. So I want to show you a couple other. This, because I was playing around, isn't in the gold. That's in the champagne. That's still really pretty if you want to get a lot of mileage out of your 6x6 paper. And another thing, because this cuts down, it left me, each one left me a strip. And so if you want to make a lot of these, I just put two together and glued them on the back. I just made sure they butted up to each other and it didn't matter from the back. So that really stretched how much I could get out of it, all gold, or if you want to do gold and champagne. I mean, I still did the greeting in gold, and both very, very pretty. Okay, so here it is in white. And you know what? That's even the champagne. I was saving my gold, and that's not even the gold. Can you imagine how stunning in the gold? Now, my catalog, if you don't mind, I'm going to grab it and show you that sample they did that I copied and see what you think. Well, I copied but adapted, you know how we do. Okay, so that's on that page, so it's back here further. Oh, okay, I guess it was before the... Okay, here we go. So here's theirs. And let's see if I can bring it up. And it just catches your eye. And I thought, well, okay. And they use this stamp set, the More Wishes, instead. But then I just love the elegance of gold and decided to emboss and just keep it monochromatic. So you have to let me know which you prefer. And you're not going to hurt my feelings if you like this better because it caught my eye. You just get looking at things and like, huh, I'm the editor. I can change it up. Well, Miss Roxanne, thank you. She says both. Miss Cheryl, oh, her cards are all done and just needs to get them addressed. Yeah, I'm not there. And so there we go. Just a fabulous stamp set. And like I said, that bundle discount. Oh, when I got up, I hit my camera. That bundle discount is going to go away on this. And so 4th of July, and just more than just 4th of July, too. The greetings in here, let's celebrate. Congratulations on your big day. So we could use this for so much. Oh, and Miss Jeanne says, beautiful, so pretty. Oh, thank you. And so I showed you the other one. I didn't forget any embellishments. Wow. Let's come back and see if you have any questions for me. Okay. So, Miss Dorothea, her cards are finished and ready to mail. Okay. Oh, no, that's Miss Cheryl. No, that's Miss Dorothy says that. Okay, and Miss Cheryl, hard to choose her favorite. Okay. Jealousy is not pretty. I'm trying not to be jealous, Miss Dorothea. And so, okay, like I said, I think I told you about the clearance rack, more items added today, and of course, bundle discounts that are going away for things that are carrying over, and discounts on retiring products up to 60% off. What a great time. All right, and then, okay, imagine that card in different colors. It's just so much fun to play with. Oh, and Miss Dorothea prefers the navy card, and it's a hard choice. And I thought, oh, white. Why did they do white? Skies are dark. That's why I did Starry Sky for that other card I showed you in the Night of Navy. But I just had to try it and went, wow, that really is sharp. So I would love to get either one of these in my mailbox. And Miss Roxanne, she says, I've got 12 more to make and mail. All right. And Miss Marcia, all of the above. How sweet. I am so much enjoying our Tuesday evenings together. And eventually I'll find some software that will automatically do this for us, for the drawing. But I'll go through and do that. And whoever wins, I will get a hold of you to get your address. But I'll let everyone know next week who won. Now, when I give away product, unfortunately, I'm not allowed to mail any Stampin' Up! Products outside of the country, retired or new. So I don't want to leave anybody out, but those are the rules. Anyway, all right. Any questions for me? All right. And I'm just so snuggly in this. I thought I should change. I thought, oh, but I'm so nice and warm and snuggly. It's almost like wearing a blanket. And Miss Marcia, her cards are almost half done. Yeah, mine are started. Well, all right. I'm so glad you joined me this evening. Just had so much fun. I trust that you enjoyed the card, and I had a lot of fun, replicating it and changing it up a little bit. Oh, you know what I forgot? Here, let's come back. On this one, this is that it comes in gold and silver, and that's one of the online exclusives, okay? And I don't remember the name, and I'd get up, but I would yank this right off. And so the difference there, but everything else was the same. White cardstock, all the other supplies, but that ribbon, so pretty. And one of the online exclusives, you'll be able to find that under there. Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much for joining me this evening. I'm Shelley Godby, teaching you how to create hand stamped smiles. Be sure to subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up. Thanks for watching.